Hi guys, my name is Shaurya Luthra and I'm from Miss Buget's Physics Honors class during Period 6. This following screencast is about William Thomson, also known as Lord Kelvin. Many of you may be wondering who William Thomson was. William Thomson, also known as Lord Kelvin, was an Irish-born British mathematical physicist and engineer. And though truly a man of science, he was also a devout Christian. He was also an enthusiastic yachtsman and was the first UK scientist to be elevated to the House of Lords. His title refers to the River Kelvin, which flows close by his laboratory at the University of Glasgow. Born on the same date as I was, except several hundred years earlier, Thomson was born June 26, 1824 in Belfast, Ireland. He lived to the ripe age of 83 and died December 17, 1907 in Largs, Scotland. Throughout his lifetime, Thomson lived in several places. He lived in Belfast, Ireland, Glasgow, Cambridge, and UK. As you see on the slide, Belfast was located in Northern Ireland, and to the right is Cambridge University, a university at which he did a lot of research related to thermodynamics. Thomson had a very large family by today's standards. He had a father, a mother, 3 brothers, and 2 sisters. His father, James Thomson, was a teacher of mathematics and engineering at Royal Belfast Academical Institution. His mother, Margaret Gardner, died when William was only 6 years old, and did not play a large influence on his life. As a child, Thomson had heart problems and nearly died at the age of 9. Surviving this nearly fatal incident, Thomson went on to go to study at Glasgow University in 1834 at the age of 10. Prior to attending university at age 10, Thomson was tutored by his father at home and then went on to study at his father's school. Even as a child, Thomson achieved success in several of his endeavors. At age 12, he won a prize for translating Dialogues of the Gods from Latin to English. He also won the class prize for astronomy for his essay on the figure of the Earth. This essay illustrated an early facility for mathematical aptitude. While studying at Glasgow University, Thomson read the controversial Théorie analytique de la chaleur by Fourier. Intrigued by the widely disliked theory, Thomson published his first scientific paper in the Cambridge Mathematical Journal under the pseudonym PQR in support of the theory. By 1841, Thomson had published 2 more papers, the latter of which made a groundbreaking connection between heat conduction and electrostatics. During his residency at Glasgow, Thomson created the first physics laboratory in Britain. He also formulated the second law of thermodynamics and held the chair of natural philosophy over 50 years, starting in 1846. Here is a quick summary of Thomson's second law of thermodynamics. It basically states that there exists a useful thermodynamic variable called entropy. Entropy remains the same in a reversible process and changes in an irreversible one. Thomson began his studies at Cambridge University in 1841 and graduated in 1845 as second wrangler, a highly prestigious position. Though he also enjoyed many other subjects, his passion for science outweighed all others. He especially enjoyed electricity. Throughout his lifetime, Thomson worked with many famous scientists, the first of which was Faraday. With Faraday, he helped develop the idea of magnetic fields and electrical images. Thomson also worked with Joule, and with him discovered the Kelvin-Joule effect. In thermodynamics, Thomson also developed the idea of absolute zero and the absolute scale, and yes, this is why we use something called kelvins today. Though a brilliant researcher, Thomson also worked on projects which benefited all of mankind, including the transatlantic cable. He even sailed aboard the HMS Agamemnon, the cable-laying ship which laid one of the first transatlantic cables ever. Here is a picture of the cable which Thomson helped design and lay in the Atlantic Ocean. Another major project that Thomson worked on was the Niagara Falls power plant, for which he headed the commission which decided upon the design of it. Though Thomson faced much success during his lifetime, he also faced several huge failures. One of which was his calculated age of the Earth. Using thermodynamics, he estimated the Earth was between 20 and 40 million years old. He even tried to disprove Darwin's theory, stating that the Earth was this old. His theory was invalid. In the winter of 1860 to 1861, Thomson slipped on ice and fractured his leg, leaving him with a limp for the remainder of his life. In 1907, Thomson was buried in Westminster Abbey. Interestingly enough, Thomson's grave is close to the final resting place of another famous physicist, Sir Isaac Newton. During his lifetime, Thomson published more than 650 scientific papers and applied for 70 patents. He made major developments in submarine telegraphy. He also developed an accurate marine compass, time machine, and depth measuring equipment. Thomson, aka Lord Kelvin, also developed the idea of absolute zero and is accredited to developing the second law of thermodynamics. Alright guys, thank you for listening. I hope you now know more about William Thomson, aka Lord Kelvin, and how he affects the world of science today.